Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, a magnificent morning, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious morning. Again, the beautiful reminder of choice that you have, that I have, that we all have. Remember that choice is all about what's inside. The only free will you have is free will to choose your thoughts. You don't have free will over your behavior. That's not true. All of your behavior, it automatically happens. And it happens because of how you're feeling, which is caused by how you're thinking. Think about that. It starts in the mind, it starts in your magnificent, beautiful mind. And you get to make it whatever you want it to be. It's just a matter of whether or not you're going to use that mind of yours in a way that is in harmony with how you would love things to be. And that's what we do here at Elevitality. That's what I had to go through in my life, and I'm still going through in my life. And it's what Dolly had to go through in her life, and what she's still going through in her life, which is something that both of us connected with when we got coached and mentored by who we believe was the best in the world, Bob Proctor. And we followed his instructions. He said, "Do what I tell you to do." And we did what he told us to do. But in the beginning, we didn't quite do it so well. With that being said, but by following those instructions, it led to some amazing changes in our lives inside, which led to amazing changes on the outside. See, again, as within, so without. And this is what we have for you. This is why we wrote this beautiful gem, to help you to see that there is no such thing as self-sabotage. Through our experience with our coach mentor while he was here, he helped us again to see that inner world. And through that study, through that use of what he's talking about, it led us to this. And we weren't even looking for this. Think about that for a moment. We weren't even looking for it. It just showed up because of the depth that we were connected with. And then when we saw it, we go, oh my gosh, this is crazy. The personal development world as a whole overwhelmingly teaches that you're your own worst enemy, that you have got to get out of your own way, that you self-sabotage, that you've got to stop self-sabotaging. But it's not happening. It's not true. There is no such thing. And what's beautiful from here is, we wrote it out and dissected it and made it very easy to understand. And those of you who have read this, you know what I'm talking about. This is a very easy read. With that being said, you're able to see it. And the amount of freedom that you get by seeing where the true problem is, which is not you, which is in what's in you subconsciously, that's your paradigm. When you see that, it releases so much guilt, so much shame, and enables you to move forward like you've never moved forward before. So, this should definitely be a staple in your library. It should be something that you have. And for those of you who are coaches, absolutely, this is something that you should even share with those that you're trying to help, because this game changer. But with that being said, I'm sharing this with you not to impress you, but to impress upon you that that's what happens when you dive deep, when you tap into that inner world of yours. And even from that came the implementation tool that was put together called Emergence, which is, oh my God, it's so good. And again, it's so simple, and it's rooted in the laws of the universe. Remember, everything is always taking form, and in terms of your beliefs and habits, they happen through repetition. They happen because of ideas that you're constantly moving around inside, and from that within goes to the without. See, that's cause and effect. And that's what we also put in play for you, if you would love help implementing this more than you ever have. And oh my gosh, it's so amazing, so awesome. All right, I want to bring in another little beautiful gem. And again, I love Neville so much, and you all hear that and you feel that from us. And this little gem here is about preparing your place. And oh gosh, it's so good. They said, as a man thinketh, so is he. And we just went through this. We just studied James Allen and as a man thinketh, and also out from the heart. By the way, wasn't that amazing? Type in the comments. It was amazing. It was so amazing. But here, Neville's talking about it. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Be still and know that you are that which you desire to be, and you will never have to search for it. Did you catch that? As you thinketh in your heart, so are you. As you thinketh based on what you believe to be true, the habit you have, so are your results. And here he says, be still and know that you are that which you desire to be, and you will never have to search for it. This is very familiar to that statement from D.H. Lawrence, which Neville also referred to in Awakened Imagination. Those that go seeking for love only make manifest their own lovelessness. And the loveless, they never find love. Only the loving find love, and they never have to search for it. They never have to seek for it. Why? Because it always shows up right in front of them. Why? Because of who they are being, because of how they see themselves, because of the concept they have of themselves. And then he goes further. In spite of your appearance of freedom and action, you obey, as everything else does, the law of assumption. Whatever you may think of the question of free will, the truth is your experiences throughout your life are determined by your assumptions, what you believe, whether conscious or unconscious. As assumption builds a bridge of incidents that leads inevitably to the fulfillment of itself. That is freaking amazing. But it's only amazing if you use it. See, you can have this beautiful epiphany of it and know it and even memorize it and even state it. Matter of fact, you can replay this and memorize it and say it and even read it. I got news for you. It's not going to help you unless you use it, unless you apply it. See, that's the golden rule of application. That's the very first lesson that we put into play in emergence. The golden rule. Everything after that refers back to that. You know what? We're going to share with you some information. We're going to instruct you to do certain things. Do meaning move it around in your mind. And if you follow that core instruction, guess what will start taking place in your life? Change. Why? Because you will be effectively making that change on the inside. Wow, so good. Type in the comments. So good. Amazing, isn't it? All right, now let's go into where we are, and we provided you a PDF of some amazing statements from this man named Christian D. Larson. We haven't talked a lot about him, but we found that his quotes were amazing, incredible. So we'll go into that. So make sure you have downloaded and printed it up. And then we will be announcing, I believe tomorrow, the book that we will be studying. But with that being said, for those of you who are watching this live stream and would love to tap into what it is that we're going through and access the replays, which are these calls recorded, then do yourself a favor, stop thinking about it and decide right here, right now, where you are, and go to elevitality.com and register for Master Your Mind. You will thank yourself later. You'll thank yourself big time, just like everybody here has. Yes, that's what will happen. All right, so you guys ready? Type in the comments.